We want to get you back to Pontiac, Michigan. You're looking at Jennifer Crumbley, the mother of the Oxford High School shooter, on the witness stand, being questioned, I believe, still being questioned by the defense.
Yeah, this is a potentially precedent-setting trial. She and her husband are being tried separately with 4 counts of involuntary manslaughter after their son shot and killed 4 people in November of 2021. Let's listen.
Do you know, when you left your house, did you know what James and Ethan, your son, were going to be doing that day?
No, they were sleeping when I left.
Okay, when you got home, were they home or were they where were they?
They weren't home.
Did they ever come home?
Yeah, I texted my husband and asked where you're at, and I believe he called me and told me that him and Ethan were at the Acme firearm store looking at guns.
Okay.
And then they came home from there.
Okay, did they purchase a gun that day?
They did.
Okay, the prosecution brought in exhibits showing the receipts, all of that. You weren't with them when they bought the gun, correct?
No, I was not.
Okay. You did post on Facebook a photo of the gun. We saw the post, correct?
Correct.
And in the post that's been admitted already, you described it as your son's Christmas gift. Can you explain who wanted the gun? What does it mean?
They had rented a 9mm at the shooting range before, so they knew it was the type of gun, or the size gun, I guess what it is, that they wanted to get. And my son and my husband did a lot of texting back and forth. My son did a lot of research on it, and they're comparing different ones that they wanted to buy. That went on for a couple months. My husband just kind of kept blowing it off, like, not right now, not right now. And then I guess when I was out shopping, they said, well, let's go try on Black Friday, see if we can get one on sale, or if there's any deals going on.
Okay, so they ultimately did get one?
Right.
Now, did you object? Did you say, I don't want that gun in the house? Anything like that?
No, I was more angry that they cut into our Christmas tree time. Usually cut my Christmas tree down right after I get back from shopping, but I had to wait for them. So I was irritated at that.
When they came home, did they show you the gun?
Yes.
Okay, and what did you guys do?
They just showed me it was on the kitchen counter, and then my husband put it up and we went to the Christmas tree farm.
What do you mean by put it up?
He put it back in the case with the cable lock and back in the bedroom.
Okay, let's talk about just guns overall. This jury needs to understand some details, okay? If I ask a question you don't know what I'm talking about, let me know. Because
Okay.
Are guns your thing?
Not really, no.
Okay, but do you have awareness about guns within your home?
I do.
Okay, who is responsible for storing the gun?
My husband is.
Okay, explain why you say he's responsible for that role.
I just didn't feel comfortable being in charge of that. It was more his thing, so I let him handle that. I didn't feel comfortable putting the lock thing on it. I just rather not let him do it.
And I think in one of the messages that was admitted with Brian, you called it a string lock?
Yeah,
Okay, do you understand now it's a cable lock?
I do.
Okay, so were there ever any times where you would take the cable lock off or put it on?
No.
Now, there were, prior to buying that gun, did James own any other guns?
He did.
How many?
2.
And by 2, the jury has seen the Derringer and the Kel-Tec. Were those the other 2?
Correct.
Okay, so those are the other 2 guns. How were those stored?
They were stored in a safe.
Okay, and was that different than the 9mm?
It was.
Okay, explain to the jury the difference.
We had a gun safe, so when they bought the 2 other guns, they transported the 2 other guns into the gun safe. And then everything else, well, I don't know. Everything went, like the cable lock and the other case went somewhere. The 9mm was in a case, but it was locked it was in the case locked with a cable lock.
Okay, and how, the cable lock that was on the 9mm, what did you have to use to get the cable lock opened?
A key.
Okay, did you have possession of the key?
No.
Okay, where was the key?
I collected German beer steins, so it was in one of the beer steins.
Where are those located?
Throughout the house. We have them on top of there's a ledge over the refrigerator in our kitchen. So they go from wall to wall. Then we had corner shelves in our house that had them. We had a lot.
Okay, did you know which particular beer stein the cable lock key was in?
No.
Do you know if your son knew which beer stein it was in?
No.
What about ammunition for the 9mm? Was there any bought on the 26th when the weapon was purchased?
No.
Okay, so that day, we saw, obviously, your Facebook post. You describe it as your son's gift. Did he have free access to that gun?
No, it was for him to use at the shooting range only.
Was he allowed to take it out?
Not without my husband around.
Did he know where it was kept?
My husband hid it usually in our bedroom in different spots.
Okay, what was the intention of hiding it?
That's just what you're supposed to do.
Okay, and when it was hidden, was it locked in any way?
It had the cable lock on it.
Okay, and you again testified about the key being in a beer stein?
Correct.
Would the beer stein be right by the cable lock?
No.
Okay, so where would the beer stein be?
It would probably be in one of the ones in the kitchen.
Okay, so the key's out there, and then you've got did you know where the gun was hidden in your room on November 26th when you put it away?
No.
Okay, on November 27th, we saw the whole video of you going to the shooting range with Ethan, correct? Or with your son, correct?
Correct.
Okay, on that day, we see in the video that you carry the gun case into the gun range, right?
Correct.
Okay, how did the gun get to the gun range?
Well, my husband had got it ready for me and put it in the back of my car, and
What
I
does that mean, got it ready for
took
you?
the cable lock off, put I guess I put the magazine things in the case and put it in the back of my car, and then I drove with my son to the shooting range with the gun in the back of my car. That's how it got there.
Okay, did you see him or watch him take the cable lock off that day?
No.
Why not?
I think I was just doing something else. I didn't pay attention.
Okay, so when you got to the gun range, we saw in the video you carry it to the counter. Is that accurate?
Yeah.
Okay, the jury's seen all this, 5 bullets, and then you guys go shooting, correct?
Correct.
Okay, we obviously see you and your son. That shows the whole experience while you're there.
Correct.
Okay, so while you're there, how interested were you in shooting that weapon?
I shot it a couple times. I don't know, shooting's kind of boring. I'm more like skeet shooting, or actually something's going on. So I shot it a couple times and he did the rest.
Okay, and did you end up posting something about it being a Mother's-Son Day?
I did.
How did you feel about that day?
It was a fun day. He asked me if I wanted to go to the shooting range with him, and he's never asked just me to go before. My husband was doing DoorDash, and I felt good about it.
How many times had you been to the shooting range before that day?
Once.
And when you went the one other time, who else was present?
My husband.
So this was the first day you're the only adult going?
Correct.
Okay, so we see obviously in the video you carry the gun in the case out. Did it have the cable lock on at that point?
No.
Okay, so what did you do from there?
This is when we're leaving.
Yeah.
I put the gun in the back of my vehicle and drove.
Explain where in the back of your vehicle.
So in the back of the SUV, it has a little thing that opens up where the spare tire is. I put it under there.
Okay, and then where did you go?
I went home.
And did you take the gun in the house?
No, I took the bullets in the house and hid them, and my husband took the gun in the house when he got home from work.
Okay, so was there a period of time that the gun was not in the home but in your car?
Yeah, probably for a couple hours.
Okay, why is that?
I just don't feel comfortable with it. I don't. That's his thing.
Okay, so on that Saturday, it was left in the vehicle, and your vehicle was locked.
Correct.
Do you know if the gun was brought into the house and put away?
Yes.
Okay, how do you know that?
My husband told me.
Okay.
Yep.
Did you watch him do anything in terms of putting it away, or if you didn't, just let me know.
No, I didn't.
Okay. The next day is Sunday, correct?
Correct.
And on that day, was there any, do you recall any issues with the weapon, any issues with the gun?
No.
Okay. Now, when, the next day is Monday, is that right?
Correct.
Okay, what did you do on Monday?
I went to work.
Okay, and on Monday, we heard the voicemail you got, is that accurate?
Yes.
Describe for the jury overall what happened, or what you were dealing with that day.
I received a voicemail on my phone while I was at work. It was Pam Fine, one of the school counselors, calling to let me know that my son was looking at bullets in class. She let me know that they had a meeting with my son and that he said what he was doing was wrong, admitted responsibility. They gave him an example about teachers, they brew beer at home, should be looking it up in school, and it was kind of upbeat. And then she ended up with, he understood, he went back to class, just wanted to let you know, if you have any questions, please give us a call, have a good holiday. Okay,
and on that date, did you call Miss Fine back?
No, I did not.
What was your reaction to getting that message?
I mean, it was pretty black and white. I mean, she said what happened, they seemed like they solved the problem, and I didn't have any questions.
Okay, so on that date, did you end up saying anything to James about it?
I believe I did.
Did you say anything to your son about it?
I did.
What did you, and I think we saw text messages, you said next time don't get caught.
Yeah, I said seriously looking up bullets in school, and then he went through a couple of texts about teachers looking at his stuff, and he was worried about he was going to get in trouble, and then I said, next time don't get caught.
What did you mean by that?
So there's an ongoing thing in our house. Someone always asked me the trouble I would get in high school because I was a little bit of a troublemaker, because I always got caught. Like, all my friends could be doing the same thing and I'd be the one to get caught. So I was kind of referencing to that.
Okay, so you said that, and did you feel you had to discipline him or do anything beyond talk to him about it?
No, we talked. I listened to the voicemail, and that was that.
Okay. Now, I'm going to go back for a couple minutes to talk to you about some exhibits the prosecution introduced from earlier in the year, okay? So I'm going to start with what's been admitted as exhibits 155 through 160, okay? I'm going to pop them up on the screen, and we're going to just talk about each one briefly. So I'm going to go to 155. Okay, I'm gonna plug my... I'm sorry, it's not like to plug it in. Okay, so I'm gonna start with 155, okay? This was already admitted, so we're not gonna belabor this, okay?
Well, no, she doesn't have a picture of that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, it's not necessarily all this one's coming out.
Okay.
There it is. Okay, so we've already talked about this with other witnesses, so I'm going to go a little bit faster. If you need me to slow down, let me know.
Okay.
Okay. This is Miss DeRiker's email with her and Sean Hopkins. She's telling him, when you get a chance, can you call your son down and see how he's doing? He's failing my class, tries to sleep all the time in class. Sean responds, I'll catch him by the end of the day. Thanks, just a little worried. And that's that. You heard testimony about that, correct?
Correct.
Were you ever aware there was a time where your son was failing a class and trying to sleep, all in capital letters, all the time in class?
I can't remember what class director was, so I'd probably be aware if he was failing that class from Power School, but I was not aware that he was sleeping all the time.
So did anyone from the school let you know in May of 2021, hey, he's sleeping in class and failing?
No.
Okay, that was exhibit 155. And would that show up on Power Schools, the emails between them?
No.
Okay, exhibit 166. This is from September 8th, 2021. It starts off with an email from Miss McConnell to Sean Hopkins. It says, can you please touch base with Ethan Crumbley? In his autobiography poem, he said he feels terrible and that his family is a mistake. Unusual responses for sure. He writes back, thanks for the heads up. I'm in senior meetings throughout the day. I'll try to catch up with him. Were you aware this was ever a discussion or an issue?
No,
Were you aware that Mr. Hopkins ever talked to or tried to talk to your son?
no,
Did anyone ever call you to make you aware of any of this?
no.
If you heard this, how would you react, or what would your reaction be?
I'd be definitely concerned why he feels like his family's a mistake and he feels terrible. So that would be a concern to me.
Okay, so this is something you were unaware of.
Correct.
And in fact, when did you find out these emails existed?
When we started getting discovery.
Okay, so in this case.
Correct.
All right, so I want to go to 157. This is on November 10th of 2021. This is Miss McConnell sends Sean a message. Ethan Crumbley is having a rough time right now. We may need to speak with you. Sean writes back, I'm sorry I was in a meeting through the end of the day. I'll catch up with him. Were you ever made aware that there was some issue on November 10th where your son was having a rough time?
No,
Did anyone from the school ever let you know?
no,
Did you ever see anything like this prior to us getting materials in this case?
no.
If you heard your son was having a rough time, what would you do to follow up?
I would talk to my son, find out what's going on.
Okay. And I am going to minimize these for 1 second. I want to go back to some other dates that were discussed and exhibits were admitted. And I'm going to go back to March 20th. I'm sorry. Let's go in order. So March 16th of 2021, the prosecution has admitted exhibits 85, 86, 85 through 94, and let's see here. 85 shows you guys are making plans, and you say, I'm gonna get drunk and ride my horse. Can you explain to the jury what you meant by that? And I'll get it up on the screen.
I was gonna have some drinks and ride my horse. It was St. Patrick's Day.
I'm sorry, that's on the 17th,
Correct.
right? Okay, the 16th though, oh, I'm sorry, you're right. Okay, so explain that again. So let me get it up on the screen because I'm messing up. Okay, 85. Okay, so 85, I'm sorry, you're right. So on page 85, 432 is the page number. You write, I'm gonna get drunk and ride my horse. What was your plan that night?
I was gonna have a couple drinks and go for a trail ride with my horse.
Okay, did you do that night?
Yes.
And on people's proposed exhibit 86, or their admitted exhibit, this was a text thread between you and your son. Let's see here. This is a text where the prosecution admitted to show that your son texted you, okay, the house is now haunted. What time was that text at?
It says 6:03.
Okay.
I don't know if this says -4. I don't know what that means.
Okay. And then the next text, some weird shit just happens and now I'm scared. Next one, I got some videos and a picture of the demon is throwing bowls. I'm not joking, it fucked up the kitchen. I'm just gonna be an outsider for a while. Can you at least text back? Okay, do you recall this day on March 17th, 2021?
It didn't stick out to me until this whole. No, I don't recall it exactly. I just remember it ever since we got discovery on this case.
Okay, so on March 17th, there was a point when did you ever see these texts?
I probably didn't. Not at that time.
Do you recall seeing these texts at any point prior to this case?
I'm sure I did, but they weren't. No, I don't remember. I mean, I'm sure I saw them, but they just didn't stick out to me until this case.
Why didn't they stick out to you?
Because it wasn't anything that was anything serious. It was Ethan just messing around.
You gotta explain to the jury, how did Ethan mess around?
So he's been convinced our house has been haunted since 2015. So it was built in 1920. Around that time frame, him and his friend would go down to the basement and play a Ouija board. So they thought we had a house ghost. So it was around that time when he would mess with us that things were going on in the house. Silverware was flying across the room. Doors were slamming. He actually took a video of the door and showed me when I got home, and you can clearly see where he's standing back with his phone, looking at the door that's open. You can see him walk up the door, and you can kind of see him slam it, and him trying to say, "See, our house is haunted." So it was that kind of stuff that he did.
Okay, and did that continue on into 2021 when you'd get messages like this?
Only a couple of times, but I think he just got over it. Like it wasn't. He got bored with messing around with the ghost. So.
Did you mess around with him?
Yes.
Okay, what did you do to him?
When they were downstairs in the basement playing Ouija board one night, I went and flipped the circuit breaker off in the house, and he thought it was the ghost they conjured up on the Ouija board.
Did James ever mess around with you or with Ethan?
Yeah, a little bit.
Give us an example of what he did.
He said a lamp fell off a ledge in the basement, and so he named the ghost Victoria. So he was convinced there was another house ghost. So just kind of like an ongoing, like our house ghost, we called it. My son named it Boris Johnson. My husband named it Victoria. It was just it was just a little phase.
Was there ever a time where James pretended he got electrocuted?
Yes.
What did he do?
We were remodeling our living room, and he was taking the old ceiling fan down and having to figure out what wires go where to the new ceiling fan. And as he was reaching up, he pretended to get electrocuted, and he fell on the ground and was shaking, and I ran up and I kicked him. I don't know why I kicked him, but I did. And then he stopped, and I realized he was joking, and my son had the phone recording the whole time.
So this kind of stuff between you, your son, and your husband was like typical joking around kind of stuff.
It was.
Okay, so when you look back at these texts now and you see that there's a demon throwing bowls and things like that, now looking back, do you think, oh my gosh, he had mental issues?
No.
What do you think was going on?
Just what I said, that it was just him messing around. He only did it when we weren't at home, and it was for a short period of time, and then he got bored.
Okay, so on that date, the prosecution admitted all kinds of stuff to show you were with your horse, and James was with your horse, correct?
Correct.
And you guys were with your horse?
Correct.
How long would you have been out there? What was a typical trip to the barn?
Usually about 3 hours. It takes about a half hour to get the horses tacked up and ready. We usually rode for about an hour, and then anywhere from a half hour to 45 minutes to cool them down.
And with respect to the horses, did you and James go out there? Did you go every day?
No.
How did that work? Who went? How did you guys pick?
Whoever felt like going or had the most availability. Sometimes I'd work late, past 6 o'clock at night. I couldn't go. There's nights that my son had to go to bowling that had taken him. Whatever happened that day, we just say, I'm going, or you're going, or it just was a day-by-day thing.
Okay, so I'm going to skip ahead. This has been admitted as Exhibit 84. This goes to March 8th and 9th. Okay, do you remember talking about those dates?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. Now, on those dates, the prosecution admitted Exhibit 84, which is up on the screen. These are texts between James and you, and it looks like you're saying you're going to have to skip the...
Well, we have been listening to Jennifer Crumbley, the mother of the Oxford High School shooter, on the witness stand. She and her husband are being tried separately with 4 counts of involuntary manslaughter for the 4 students that their son shot and killed in November of 2021.
And what we've been listening to is mostly the defense, questioning her about her son, her relationship with her son. And the reason this has really captivated people, not just in the region, but around the country, is because she now is the first parent in America to face charges stemming from a mass shooting conducted by her child. So it's remarkable to see how this is playing out and where this might move from here.
CBS News correspondent Elaine Quijano, also our fellow midday anchor. She's been covering this trial. She's here with us in studio. Elaine, I have to say, hearing just now Jennifer Crumbley being asked, looking back at those text messages about that her son had sent her saying, the demon is in the house. I have pictures of it. He used an expletive in describing all of that. The defense said, looking back, do you think he had mental issues? And she said, no, she still is not. It doesn't seem like she's still willing to say that. What is going on?
So just for a bit of context here, what we saw was the defense characterizing what the prosecution had brought into evidence, the series of text messages that we saw on the screen, and we want to apologize for some of the language in those texts. But what we saw there was the defense essentially saying, look, there was an ongoing back and forth between the parents and the child here that had to do with pranks, that had to do with this idea of a ghost. You heard the defense attorney asking about the kind of games that they used to play and the pranks. And within that context, Jennifer Crumbley was basically asked about that one text in particular on March 17th, St. Patrick's Day, when the prosecution says she was out on her horse at a time when her son was texting her about a demon. And pointing to that, the prosecution said, as evidence that the mother was not sufficiently engaged in her son's mental health to respond. Well, what we heard the defense say is, look, that's part of what they did in this family. They just played pranks on each other. You heard when the kids were playing with the Ouija board downstairs that the mother flipped the lights off. And so that appears to be one way in which they're trying to explain why that non-response by the mother happened. It was also interesting to hear about the way in which the weapons were secured in the house. This is something that we heard in opening statements from the defense team, that it was not, according to the defense, Jennifer Crumbley's responsibility in the house to secure the weapons. We heard the defense attorney meticulously kind of go through in the days before the shooting, they had gone to a shooting range together. And you heard Jennifer Crumbley being asked about how it is that the gun actually got into the car. Was it secured? Yes, it was, but it was by the husband. And so the husband, James Crumbley, is facing his own trial set to take place in March. But this echoes what we heard at the outset of this trial when the defense gave their opening statement last week, essentially pointing to the husband as well as school officials for not necessarily providing Jennifer Crumbley, the defense says, with the information, with the ability to secure things the way that they should have been to prevent what took place. So really fascinating to hear some of this testimony.
Which is always the natural sense of questioning coming out of these school shootings, any mass shooting, is could more have been done? Is it anyone else's responsibility? We have CBS News legal contributor Jessica Levinson, I understand, with us as well, listening and watching all of this. Jessica, Ethan Crumbley is currently serving a life sentence without the possibility of parole, and I understand he admitted and basically blames himself. What's jumping out to you as we watch this remarkable trial of the first parent in the country to face charges stemming from a child's mass shooting at school? What's significant from what you can tell we're watching now?
I think the conversation you just had was quite elucidating, in particularly focusing in on that question of the defense attorney saying, here are these text messages, essentially of your son saying, I see demons in the house. Obviously, demons are not there. Do you now, looking back, think that he had mental health issues? And the answer being no. And we see a really concerted effort by the defense and their strategy, as you mentioned, to be, well, these were just inside jokes among our family. And so, sure, he may have conjured up this demon, but it didn't indicate to us that he was going to go to school and commit these murders. And that's the key here, drawing that line and cutting it so that they cannot be held criminally responsible. As you've been discussing, first case in the nation to say that perhaps the parents should be criminally liable based on these involuntary manslaughter charges for the school shooting perpetrated by their son. Is this a case that's pushing the legal boundaries? Absolutely. But it's about as good a case as you can possibly get for the prosecution, because you do have the text messages of the son looking like he is screaming for help, saying, I have these problems. Nobody is listening to me. Of the parents buying him the gun, being aware that he had access to it, going to school on that day and hearing that he drew these very disturbing pictures, knowing that he was searching for ammunition, being told that perhaps he should go home, ignoring all of that. And then we know the tragedy that occurred later that day.
Yes, and given that we know what occurred, we know that 4 people lost their lives at the hand of Ethan Crumbley. What does a prosecution need to show to get this conviction of involuntary manslaughter? Because as we're hearing from Jennifer Crumbley, it sounds like the defense's strategy is to say it was everybody else's responsibility, but not hers. The safety of the gun lockup, that responsibility fell to James, her husband. The school never notified her that her son was having difficulty in classes, that even her son's text messages were just her son being playful with her and not actually calling out for help. Is that an effective strategy given what the prosecution has to prove?
You're exactly right to zero in on the strategy is basically not it. It was the school. It was my husband. He was just kidding. These are inside jokes that we had in our family. Now, whether or not it'll be successful, obviously this is up to the jury. The prosecution in this case doesn't have to show that they intended for the school shooting to occur. This is involuntary manslaughter. There's no question that they didn't want this to occur. So they're going to have to show that Jennifer Crumbley knew there was a very real danger that something like this could happen, that her son could go to school and murder people, and that she did not do anything, that she wantonly refused to intervene. And that is going to be a question. I mean, Elaine has been following this very carefully as to whether or not the jury is buying that argument. And again, it has to be unanimous, proof beyond a reasonable doubt, because the government is asking to do the most serious thing we can do to a person, which is to take away their liberty and put them in prison.
And we'll continue to check in with Elaine and Jessica. For right now, I want to say thank you to both of you for your insights.
That's right. We'll continue listening in to the trial. We'll bring you more of Jennifer Crumbley's testimony after this very short break.
You're streaming CBS News.